Back to the breaking news of the day. Terror attacks in Brussels. According to CNN, at least 34 people are dead. Nearly 190 others are injured after multiple explosions in Brussels. The blast happening at the airport and a subway station at the height of the morning rush. ISIS is claiming responsibility for those attacks.
We have team coverage on those blasts in Brussels. Local 10 News anchor Eric Yutzi has the latest coming into our newsroom. Constance Jones is in the video port with the latest images coming out of Brussels.
Local 10 News reporter Ben Kennedy is at Miami International Airport with a look at increased security. And Erica Rako is getting reaction here in South Florida to this latest terrorist attack. Eric Yutzi, let's begin with you in the newsroom.
Lori, good afternoon. President Obama condemning those attacks this morning as the details come in to the newsroom here at Local 10, including, as you mentioned, ISIS has taken responsibility for this attack that killed more than 30 people and injured more than 190 more. Two separate locations for this attack, two explosions at an airport and another at a nearby subway station. Here's some of the very latest details. CNN reporting 34 people have been killed, nearly 190 injured. Authorities saying there were two explosions in Brussels, at the airport, a suicide blast, also at a subway station, and just in. The Islamic State now claiming responsibility for those attacks online. Belgium raising its terror level to its maximum height, and the State Department advising all Americans in Belgium to shelter in place. Terror in Brussels just after 8 a.m. an explosion ripping through the airport in Zaventem during the morning rush.
Une explosion.
The first blast from a suicide bomber near the American Airlines check-in counter, and just minutes later, a second detonation.
We heard an explosion. The ceiling went down, so I dropped down on top of my girl.
Witnesses describing a bloody scene, 11 people killed, more than 70 injured.
You have to go outside.
Okay, I go.
Hundreds stumbling through the smoke and debris to escape the airport, some forced onto the tarmac, others into the streets where rescue crews were treating the wounded. Within an hour, a third deadly explosion rips through the subway, smoke pouring into the streets as rescue crews race to the Malbeek station right near the European Union headquarters. At least 20 people killed here and more than 100 injured.
I can't explain. It looked like war. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's really hard.
Underground, a terrifying scene as passengers help each other out of trains and into the darkness. Down the tracks, they try and find an escape, while above, armed security keeps vigil over those being treated. The bombings believed to be connected with the arrest of Salah Abdul Salam, a suspect in the November Paris attacks. Belgium's prime minister calling the attack cowardly.
We were fearing terrorist attacks, and that has now happened.
In Cuba, President Obama promising to defeat those who prey on the innocent.
And this is yet another reminder that the world must unite. We must be together, regardless of nationality or race or faith, in fighting against the scourge of terrorism. And Donald Trump just taking to Twitter hours after the blast, tweeting, quote, "Do you all remember how beautiful and safe a place Brussels was? Not anymore. It is from a different world. U.S. must be vigilant and smart." In an interview, the GOP frontrunner later went on to say the U.S. needs to shut the borders. Hillary Clinton tweeting, "My thoughts and prayers with the families of those killed and wounded and all of the people of Belgium." She went on to say these terrorists seek to undermine the democratic values that are the very foundation of our way of life. They will never succeed. You may have noticed this, Facebook activating its safety check system to help people check on friends and loved ones in the immediate aftermath of the attack in Brussels. It was put in use within hours of those deadly explosions. We now know Mormon church officials say 3 missionaries from Utah were seriously injured in the Brussels airport terrorist attack. 66-year-old Richard Norby, 20-year-old Joseph Empey, and 19-year-old Mason Wells. Right now, that is all the information we have on American victims, but we have got our eye on the very latest coming into the Local 10 newsroom. We're bringing the updates throughout the day as soon as we get them. Live in the newsroom, I'm Eric Yutzi, Local 10 News.
Keep us posted, Eric. Thank you. And there are so many images coming into our newsroom of the deadly explosions.
Let's get right to Constance Jones. She's in the video port now, gathering the latest pictures and video coming in.
Yeah, Lori and Janine, I've been keeping my eye on the videos that have been coming in along with those images. It was around 4 o'clock this morning when the images started flooding social media, and many are saying it just looks like a war scene. Let's go to the first image that we have of that first bombing. That's right there at the airport. Now, the first bombing actually blew out the walls. The second blew out the windows, as you can see. This picture shows the damaged facade there at the airport. Another picture there shows the smoke rising from above the building. This taken right after that second deadly explosion. And we also have pictures of the passengers leaving there. Many stunned passengers there, covered in soot and blood, all of them looking stunned as they were shuttled out of the departure hall. And now we want to take you inside as well. You can see just the dust saturating the area after that twin explosion there. People there huddled to the side behind those luggage carts. And to another passenger here, you can see she is also hiding behind the luggage cart. And if you can see her face, she is in just absolute terror. All right, as we had mentioned, dozens and dozens of people were injured, like this woman you see right here. This woman just looking in shock, and that was pretty much the face we saw as many people just stood there, just shocked with everything that was going on. All right, we want to now take you to the scene of the second explosion here. Smoke rising from the subway station. This is in the heart of the city. Officials say most of the deaths were here at the metro station. Now to another image. This image is something that's just hard to see. This is actually two hearse arriving to the scene of the explosion. And then finally back to the airport, people just embracing one another, reacting to the day and just realizing what had just happened. This all at the airport. And of course, like I mentioned through social media, people describing this scene as a war scene today, and likely we're going to see many more images coming in. Of course, we're going to keep our eyes on that. Live in Videoport, Constance Jones, Local 10 News.
Just awful. Constance, thank you. Airports and subway stations across the country, they are on heightened alert. This is the scene of Penn Station in New York City. Cops are stationed at all exits and entrances.